everybody, and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today we're going to talk about the brand new original chapter from Dead by Daylight that is debuting in the PTB today called Sinister Grace, which features the Krasue as well as a drummer survivor named Vee from the band Axe Kick. So we're going to read the press release that was given to me last night, and we're going to look at the perks and the power of the killer here. So let me bring that up for you. Look at cute little Vee all the way down at the bottom twirling her drumsticks. Okay, so here's the press release. Going to go ahead and read through this together. Dead by Daylight explores Thai folklore with its newest original chapter, Sinister Grace. The Krasue has been unleashed. Montreal, Canada, September 2025. Dead by Daylight returns with a new original chapter, Sinister Grace, drawing from Thai folklore, featuring a new killer, the Krasue, and new survivor, Vee Boonyasak. Vee Boonyasak. This release offers a gruesome look into a haunting corner of the horror world. Music plays an equally integral role in shaping this chapter's lore, with both characters holding a deep passion for their respective genres. Interesting. With 6 unique character perks that bolster a variety of different playstyles, including the first Hex perk since Dead by Daylight Castlevania, Sinister Grace has plenty to offer killer and survivor players alike. Thai folk horror. While Dead by Daylight has brought many iconic licenses into the fog, original chapters hold a special significance for the team. It's a chance to explore the vast horror spectrum and delve into a different subgenre, with Sinister Grace marking a foray into folk horror, specifically Thai folk horror. The Krasue is one of the most fearsome figures in Thai culture, with its disturbing origin and grotesque appearance. Blending the supernatural with gnarly body horror, the Krasue is easily one of Dead by Daylight's most visually disturbing characters to date. When we set out to make this chapter, we wanted to deliver something for the gore fans out there, explains Dave Richard, Dead by Daylight's creative director. The Krasue's transformation really leans into that. Her body rips and peels open like a blister under pressure. That's a cool juxtaposition going on. You have this opera singer with an incredibly beautiful voice and a graceful presence transforming into an unsettling creature straight out of a nightmare. Guts and organs hanging out, blood dripping all over. It doesn't get it any better than this. It's so cool. What is a Krasue? A Krasue is a creature that manifests as a floating head, typically favoring the appearance of an alluring young woman. It can float through the air, dragging its entrails around like macabre balloon strings. Fueled by insatiable hunger, it sheds the body it inhabits and spends the night hunting. In Dead by Daylight, the Krasue is Burong Sukapat. Once a promising opera singer, her voice was rivaled only by her beauty. When a mysterious offer was made, she greedily accepted, inviting a presence to inhabit her body in exchange for the fame she sought. And so, the Krasue's curse began. Playing as the Krasue will allow players to alternate between 2 forms, body and head, with each one offering a different approach to the hunt. While traversing as a floating head, the Krasue has increased speed and a deadly melee attack, the aptly named Intestinal Whip, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. On foot, the Krasue can spit the leeching gland, a projectile that infects survivors, rendering them more susceptible to your attacks. This push and pull grants players freedom to alternate at their pleasure, offering a high skill ceiling to those dedicated enough to master her kit. Vee Boonyasak. Faulty amps, sweaty dives, broken down vans, nothing makes you feel more alive. The beating heart of Axe Kick, drummer Vee Boonyasak knows what it's like to bleed for her art. She also knows a thing or two about roughing it on the road, having traveled across Thailand in the tried and true van. Sure, being swept into the fog wasn't exactly good for the band. On other hands, their streaming numbers have never been higher. Joining the ever-growing roster of musicians in the fog, Vee's infectious attitude, up-tempo pace, and kinetic energy brings a new dynamic to every trial. Boasting perks and a playstyle fueled by the spirit of rock and roll, her addition to the game marks a jolt of energy that only a killer drum solo can provide. We love bringing musicians into the fog, says Dave Richard. At this point, we're almost able to fill up an entire band, and Vee is extra special to me because I'm also a drummer. I've actually seen Dave do some drumming on videos he put out. So it's been fun telling her story and seeing the unique energy she brings to the Dead by Daylight universe. Dead by Daylight Sinister Grace now available to play on the PTB with full chapter release in September 2025. And then just, it says about DBD, blah, blah, blah. So that's the press release for the two characters that we're getting to revealed today in Sinister Grace. Okay, so for Vee's 3 perks, we have Ghost Notes 1, 2, 3, 4, and Road Life. Keep in mind any of this could change either today or before this goes live, but these are the descriptions I was given. While you have exhaustion, your scratch marks disappear 50% faster, and you recover from exhaustion up to 10% faster. Exhausted prevents you from using perks that cause exhausted. Yeah, we know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the ability button 2 while standing and idle to enter the performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and empowers survivors within 16 meters. You'll get continuous skill checks during the performance, and the effect lasts for 90 seconds if the performance is completed. Increases the odds of getting healing and repair skill checks by 20%, and when the ability is canceled or the performance completes, it goes on cooldown for as little as 90 seconds. So is this going to be like air drumming or something? We have the bards playing their lutes, and now we're going to have like this air drummer. Da 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 da. What is happening? I can't wait to see this in action. What is going on here? All right, Road Life. While injured, not broken, and repairing a generator, gain 1 token for each regular great skill check success. When you have as few as 6 tokens, spend all the tokens to gain 100% healing speed until you stop healing. Lose 2 tokens when you fail a regular skill check. All right, those are what is planned for Vee's 3 survivor perks. Okay, for the Krasue's 3 killer perks, we have a Hex and 2 others. Let's go ahead and read through these. Hex, Overture of Doom. Spawns a Hex totem that curses the farthest generator and reveals its aura to you in yellow. When a survivor repairs the cursed generator for 5 seconds, you gain undetectable, and your terror radius is applied to the generator for 30 seconds. Okay. When a cursed generator is repaired, the next farthest generator is cursed. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Ravenous. When you hook a survivor for the first time, you gain a token, up to 4, and when you have 4 tokens, all survivors scream and gain expose for 1 minute. Exposed survivors are down by basic attacks, even if uninjured. Okay, interesting. Ravenous. And then finally, the Wandering Eye. Whenever you start chasing a survivor, reveal the auras of all other injured survivors within 16 meters for 5 seconds. And this perk has a 30-second cooldown. Interesting. And finally, for the killer's power itself, it's called Unbodied Flesh for the Krasue. The Krasue detaches from its body, emerging as a floating head with a trail of organs drifting behind it. The special ability is called Corporeal Weave. Press ability button 1 to shift between the body and the head form. The body form has a 32-meter terror radius, and the head form has a 40-meter terror radius. It's slightly faster, but it cannot break pallets and is not granted the Bloodlust status effect. Killer effect, Leeched. Hitting a survivor with the Intestinal Whip and the Regurgitate adds to their leech meter, and when the meter is filled, the survivor is afflicted with Leeched 1. Leeched 1, the leech meter automatically fills over time up to Leeched 2. And in Leech 2, the survivor is afflicted with Broken, and if healthy, they become injured. Special ability is the Intestinal Whip. In head form, press the attack button to lash out with your internal organs, and survivors afflicted with Leeched can be damaged by the Intestinal Whip. Intestinal Whip partially fills a survivor's leech meter up to Leech 1. Special ability is Regurgitate. When you're in the body form, press and hold the power button to charge Regurgitate, and when charged, tap the attack button to spew a leeching gland. A leeching gland completely fills the survivor's leech meter up to leech 1. And the special ability is headlong flight. In head form, press and hold the power button to speed through the air. Special items. The glowing fungus. Survivors can eat glowing fungus to decrease the leech meter over time. Being hit ends the effect. Okay, so that's why we saw those glowing green mushrooms in the teaser. Okay, so it kind of sounds like a cross between the Nemesis and the Plague, with a little bit of Vecna's Flight tossed in there. I don't know, that's my first impressions reading this. But we're going to play the PTB, and we're going to see what it's all like firsthand. So just wanted to share all that info with you. That's all I have to show you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time that you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life